我老公呢以前在中国住过10年，所以今天让他跟姐妹们分享一下住在中国和住在美国有哪些不一样。老公，你分享一下。
Well, one big thing is China's a lot safer than the U.S.
How?
Well, in the U.S. we have a lot of shootings and things like that. China, not so much. And you guys have a lot more people. I remember when we lived in Nanjing, and it was quite late at night, and you were, walking from your shop, and you had your big billfold like full of cash and your phone, and you're just walking around not paying attention. And I was like, "What are you doing?"
I feel safe.
Well, that's not smart. Someone just run by and snatch it and rob you. In the U.S., we do like you'd be dead 20 times by now. So that's one.
Yeah. What about transportation?
Public transportation, we don't really have that in the U.S. Like, some of the big cities have subways, maybe buses, but not much. Everyone has to have a car to get around. Transportation in China is a lot better than the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially public transportation. Like, you guys have trains that take you places and go fast. We don't have that. You have subways that are clean for the most part, and again, can take you most places depending on the city. In the U.S., we have some subways, but not much. And the ones we have are usually pretty dirty and not very well maintained.
Do you guys use bus?
Again, not a lot. I mean, it's in some big cities, but going around most of the U.S., not so much. And like you have to have a car in the U.S. to go everywhere. If you don't have a car, you're stuck.
Yeah. It's too far away to go.
Yeah, well, we're spread out. I mean, we have a big country with like 1/3 of the people you have. So you need a car. But then that's expensive. One thing I was very impressed with this summer is the amount of electric cars in China. Like, that's good. You guys are definitely kicking our butt in that.
Hold on.
Well, one of the big things, again, is if you eat out in the U.S., you have to pay tip to the waiter or waitress. So that makes everything a lot more expensive because we don't pay our waiters or waitresses like a good salary. So they have to work for tips, which makes the service better. Like, service in the U.S. is better than in China. But you end up paying for that service. Our serving sizes are huge. Like in China, you might get, enough to eat. In the U.S., you get like 2 meals worth of food. So we're good at giving a lot of food. We don't have that, like, walk out of an apartment and there's stuff there. Big cities. But again, in the night, you don't typically go walk around in the big cities. Not really safe.
No. It's not very convenient.
Well, you drive to the restaurant.
But what if I don't want to drive? I just want to walk to the restaurant. Then
you either go hungry or you open the refrigerator and see what you have. Or now, I mean, you can order delivery. We invented the pizza delivery, but you guys did a much better job on the everything else delivery. Online shopping, we're pretty much even now. I mean, definitely, Amazon is our big thing. Like, you guys have Alibaba or whatever, but, now a lot of people don't buy anything at stores anymore, which is why our malls and things have died. But definitely paying, like using your phone to pay and things like that, China's become a lot more convenient. In the U.S., because we have more land, we typically have bigger houses and yards and things, but labor's more expensive in China, more expensive in the U.S. than China. So if something breaks in your house, either you need to know how to fix it, and I don't know how to fix anything, or you need a friend that knows how to fix it. We had some friends. Or you have to pay somebody a lot of money to fix it because it's expensive to fix anything in the U.S. China, it's a lot cheaper. Yeah, well, I lived in China like a long time ago.
7 years ago, it's not that long.
In China, that's like 100 years ago.
Why?
Because you guys go fast. Most places takes a long time to change. You guys, it's like a different country. Now, different planet compared to when I lived there 2003. Finding beautiful Chinese wife. Oh, yeah, it's so lovely. Mwah. So lucky.
Many people think the healthcare in US is free.
No. No. If you don't have health insurance, you're dead in the U.S. In health, it's expensive. Very expensive. Just going to the doctor, thousands of dollars. Just, get a simple test, get any sort of medicine.
I heard if you're sick, because in the US they pay the bill after, you still get to see the doctor.
Depends on the hospital. Doctor's offices won't let you in if you don't have insurance. A lot of hospitals won't let you in. That you have to have your insurance card. If you don't have it, they won't let you in.
In China, you wait online, at least you get to see the doctor. In the US, someday the doctor on vacation or you have to wait for something.
Yeah, it's hard to make appointments
With
with specialists. Yeah.
Because I remember when my friend hurt his leg or arm, it took so many days to see the doctor.
Yeah, because if you have insurance, you have to go to the doctors that take that insurance. So you can't just go anywhere. There's only some places that you can go. Yeah, it's not an easy life in the U.S. There were some things that I liked about it, but I'm very happy to be living back overseas.
What is the things you like about the U.S.? Like good, positive?
Well, again, I miss our sports culture. I miss going to professional sports, high school sports. That's a big thing for us, big part of our culture. I miss some of the food.
What food?
American food.
Okay.
Barbecue, like my barbecue. It's hard to get that outside of the U.S. Mexican food, even though it's not real Mexican food. Tex-Mex. American Chinese food, we don't have that so much.
Like Mongolian beef.
Mongolian beef. It doesn't exist outside of the U.S.
What about the food in China? What kind of food do you miss?
I can get pretty much everything I need in China. I married a Chinese chef,
So lucky.
I'm so lucky. I can still go to Haidi Lao here.
Yeah.
Sao Khao, again, there's not really the Sao Khao.
Yeah, we should do a Sao Khao party.
It's not the same though.
Why?
Because it's your house. You need to be sitting outside on the street on plastic chairs.
So you miss that?
I think that's about it. If I can think of anything else, I'll share again. I love making videos, talking to my fans, hashtag, Chris is awesome. Like and subscribe to my videos.
Alright, OK， 那好，今天的视频就到这吧，拜拜。
拜拜。